Yo, what is the word there? What is the word? We back. Oh, you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, yes,
Yeah.
sir, yes, sir. Before we even
Wagwan.
start going into that day, we already a little late there, so let's try and share the live now, fellas. All you don't mind.
We late because some of us had to wait for a bag to check. So, you know,
We papa bunge.
bags.
Excuses, boy.
Oh boy.
I tell you, boy. Yeah, so hey, we are wrong to talk about Dominica Carnival. Dominica Carnival, and we want it to be interactive discussion. Um, as you can see, it's four of us there. You look St. James Park coming on in my background there. We
Share
are
the
wrong to
live.
talk. We are wrong to talk about the carnival and the whole experience. Look bad already said. What are they for Arsenal, boy? We boy. Why is it good? Why is it good? Why is it good? Yeah, share the live now if you don't mind, please.
We're not just
We
talking about
appreciate it.
football today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not the sports channel.
yeah. So the comments and everything, we want to make sure we incorporate the comments. So we want people to give their opinions on different things, and we'll make sure that we're bringing it up. We have quite a few topics to cover, so we're gonna kind of kick it off right away. So I would say I'm gonna ask, I guess everybody on the panel with us right now to just give a quick 30-second synopsis of the carnival. That is how we're kicking it off, and then we'll go from there. Go ahead, Adley.
Um, I think the carnival was good. Obviously, there's always room for improvement, but I think the overall experience on my end was good. I missed last year, so and last year was very big, so I had some expectations, and yeah, I think the experience was very good. The carnival experience, yeah.
Mhm.
We'll talk about
All right,
travel later.
all right. Rajjiv, what is it with?
I don't know. For me, I don't know. But best yet to be for me. I think that if
Huh?
I go best
Oh,
yet, I feel like as though I thought last year was the best carnival yet for me personally. And then this year, I feel like as though it was better than last year. So I don't know.
mm.
It seems like we just going up. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
All right. And Brad.
Yeah, I have to agree with Rajiv there. I think that is the best one on record so far.
Mm.
Overall, individually, I have certain things that I do feel was the best year from a calypso standpoint and those type of things. But I think overall, it was the best one yet.
All right. You see Brad saying last year was better for him. I I I kind of agree with Brad. I don't know. I This year was good. I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I feel like I enjoyed last year a little bit more. But
Well,
overall, it
hold
was
on,
very good.
Dwayne. There might be a reason why you enjoyed last year a little bit better, eh? Because
Why is that?
this year it wasn't in the cards for you. Don't forget that. This last minute thing for you, you
Well,
just
I mean,
so 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 access to certain things. Yeah,
He wasn't prepared for class this year.
right. It wasn't right. That's the thing. Anyway, branch. You know the way to your home way.
Yeah.
yeah. So with that now, okay. So I want to see. I see Charlie is saying this year was pretty good. Pretty good. What does that mean? Pretty good, or it was the best? Give us opinions. So all you think we had more people in Dominica this year than last year?
100%.
Comfortably more people this year than last year, for sure.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Mm. Well,
I
I
mean,
said a lot when I'm on the way front for Juve last year, but there was a lot of people in my brother.
Yeah, but this,
yes, but this year, I mean, Dominica is a small place. Usually, when you're in Dominica for an event, you recognize faces. Even if it's not people you know personally, but you recognize faces. This year, it was to the point where maybe the majority of people were new faces, strangers, and then when they spoke, you could just tell that those were foreigners to Dominica. I mean, there were certain places I was, and nobody was speaking English there, and I was like,
Mm.
wow, that's
exactly.
big up to the Martinique and Guadeloupe people
Yeah, man.
represented for the
One
flag.
one of the days in Dominica Carnival where if one band full, that means another band empty. Right now, all bands full.
Yeah.
You know, we have people for all bands now.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, I do feel we had a lot more visitors than we did last year in terms of foreigners, people
Sure.
non-Dominican people. Um, I think we were at drift. I bunks a guy and his partner with his wife and his sister. The man tell me he don't have nobody in Dominica. He live in Jersey and he hear about the carnival and they come down for the carnival. So
Wow.
Especially from the neighboring islands, man, Antigua and St. Lucians.
I never come from as far as Germany. Big up my friend Michelle. As far as Germany, and I was like, where did you know Dominica from? And she was like, she just got into Bouyon and she liked, she tried Trinidad, she tried St. Lucia. And from all accounts, it looked like she really enjoyed herself in Dominica. She continued to post up until today. She keep on posting, she had such a good time. And I was like, wow, that was very good to hear people from so far away.
and
I mean-
one of the big things is what Demi saying there. No violence or very little violence.
Very little violence, yeah.
I only see one scuffle that was quickly, snuffed out, and that is a big comparison to a few years ago where every 5-10 minutes, the banner for stop is a fight, is a this or that.
I mean,
doing that in the last few years.
I mean, one thing we have to look at is the fact that right now we get in our full hours. Back in the day,
Yeah.
9:45, police say, you know what, that's it, enough.
Yeah.
So I think that's a sign of the violence being very low. We ending sometimes the police says, it take like 5 more minutes, man. So we get in our full hours.
Well, I think too, a lot of that has to do with the police presence and the seriousness of the police as well.
I'm not so sure.
But
No, I think it has to do with
that's
the
certain things
bands
that they don't do.
collaborating. The bands collaborating with the police more.
Yeah, I feel
I don't think that have anything to do with it.
I don't know if it have. I mean, I wouldn't say anything. I mean, I happen to walk out of high rise with a beer in my hand. I don't not even thinking if I be a bottle, and I bend the corner, I just see a police just tell me, give me that. so I mean, the presence is there, but I think one of the things though is I feel like the young generation of Dominican people, even including the fellas, all the guys, them guys just want to enjoy themselves. Them guys, it doesn't seem like people really coming with because back then man was waiting for carnival to lash out back and
but the nature of those things change right now. A lot of people that have issues with other people, they're just staying away because the nature of things change. Before it might be a bottle of cutlass. Nowadays, more serious things talking to fellas tend to stay away.
Yeah,
right.
They have them kind of serious problems, so it's making for a better environment, a more peaceful carnival.
Yeah. All right, but before we go into all the details, let's go back a little bit. I already done say put my business outside and say I wasn't planning to go on my business. But let's talk a little bit about the travel. So, how was all your experience now coming from the States? And I guess I want to see if anybody who's watching who did not come from the States, maybe people from Europe or wherever. How was the overall experience traveling this time? I'll go with Brad.
I'll start. So first things first, I booked Carnival travel last year in around October when Caribbean Airlines launched a new route from Puerto Rico. It was new at the time, and then by December it was cancelled. So at that point I had to find new accommodation. So that wasn't good to start with. I had to rebook through JetBlue and Win Air. But when it comes to the actual day of travel, it was seamless. Get to Barbados, flight was delayed a little bit, but I get there, I get my bags. Although I did travel a bit earlier, the week before Carnival. So, at that point, you expect things haven't really cranked up yet.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect not to get your bag, but you never know. So, going back, seamless. Contour Airlines to JetBlue, it was great.
Yeah. So what about you, Rajiv?
For me, I mean, I went through Antigua as I did with for Curl Festival, and well, knock wood. So far, that route hasn't been too bad. I did have an initial scare because, like Brad, I was probably booked since in October, and maybe sometime in January. Originally, I was on Sunrise, and then there was a cancellation, and then Liat to the rescue. I got a Liat booking for the same time that my flight was cancelled, and nothing to complain about with Liat to go down. Liat and American Airlines, and but on the way back up, I went via Antigua, but Antigua wasn't the problem. The problem was Winnie.
Mm.
It was terrible. We ended up leaving late. It was checking was a nightmare. It was anybody who was on that flight. If you're watching, you already know. It was just a bad experience. I mean, I could say I don't want to fly Winnie again, but you know,
What option you have?
choices. You have to take it.
Right.
You can't really cancel airlines where Dominica is concerned, so is miss
Yeah.
one, eat one.
Yeah. Adley, what is it?
I tried a new route. I tried New York to Barbados. From New York to Barbados with American was perfect. Nothing to complain about at all. Bags made it, everything. My issue was traveling with Intercaribbean, which I will never do again. Um, Signal say 99 days to get there. If you take a boat, I'll take a boat instead. But they have this policy about your carry-on should be 10 pounds, and most empty carry-on bags are like 6 to 8 pounds. So there isn't, so there isn't much that you could put in there, and I feel they're running a scam because what they do is they have that policy where your carry-on shouldn't be more than 10 pounds, and then you are forced to make your check bag, which is already 49 to 50, maybe 52 pounds. You are forced to make it overweight, and then they charge you overweight because their policy is 50 pounds. And you don't really have a choice because they will not let you get onto the flight with a carry-on bag that is more than 10 pounds. So
Yeah.
my experience with them wasn't good at all. I'm not saying that I'm not you fly whoever you want, but for me, and that's both ways, I will never travel with the Caribbean again. Trust me.
Adley, you know what they say, the people in outside of the Americas say, we kind of privileged with this carry-on business. Because if you're in Europe, they don't play that carry-on with business. Once you over whatever pound, that's it.
No, I mean the airline have their policy. The airline has their policy, and policy is the policy. But I mean, like I said, most empty carry-on bags is between 6 to 8 pounds. And if you're telling me your max carry-on is 10 pounds, then you might as well say no carry-ons.
If you tell yourself no carry on, bro.
Yeah, you might as well say no carry-on. And it's my first time traveling with them.
Before you go down, send down your barrel bus.
Yeah, it was my first time traveling with them. So, but I will say the staff was very good at explaining and trying to help me out and whatnot. And I got an opportunity to introduce them to Dominica Carnival on my way back. So some of them say they'll do their research and maybe they'll try to make it to Dominica Carnival. So the staff is nice, but the policy.
No, we need them working during this season.
What you say?
No, we need them working during this season. We need our airline staff working.
Yeah, I can introduce them to Carnival. Who going to work, my brother?
They'll get more people, man. Come to you.
But you know something though, so I decided last minute, as Hadley said, to go down, and I had almost a seamless experience, bro. No problem, no problems. I went for Antigua, I took American, and then went on my way back Delta. No problem, no delay flight, no missed bags, nothing. Everything was seamless. So I don't know. The Antigua route to me not bad, but now you have to look for your flight early and see if you can book something, reasonable. But then even when you book something early, many people book the Caribbean Airlines flight and thing and they cancel. So you kind of back to square one, And then if you book something separately for another companies, like I know people who had to forfeit, like one leg of a flight because they are checking, well, they're not taking 2 days to reach Dominica, so they have to rebook a whole other thing, and so I mean there are a few options. We just hope that in the next few years that things can improve. You fly out of Dominica and you look a little bit to your left, you'll see the bill in the air. 90% the runway will finish, so
How much percent?
that they say 90% they say, bro.
Oh,
I just
that's
telling you what
good
was
then.
reported in a bus. I don't know.
So if we're 90%, then we're flying in direct next year.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah. So what about transportation?
in terms of what rentals?
Yeah.
I mean, the rentalist thing. I mean, I always telling people that the rentalist thing. If you're going down next year, you have to book that now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You can't
Don't call our rental name there,
No, you can't do that. Nah, sorry for all you. You have to make sure
Sorry,
everything
you
organized.
can't tell me about that.
Already on the sponsor.
Imagine I tell
Huh?
partner let me tell you something. The amount of money we give it all you there, it's time for us to get a discount code, buddy. I'm going on there.
Boy, I'm telling you about it now. Five, six deep every season, eh?
Yeah, but yeah, it was the travel. I mean, it could have, obviously, you're gonna have issues, but in general, I think some people had good experiences. But I think the one airline that I heard a lot of complaints about was Inter-Caribbean. The one airline, a lot of people had problems with them. And Inter-Caribbean had that island hopping thing they're doing is go St. Lucia, go there, go there, go there, sit down Tortola for 5 hours, too much things. I don't know. They need to work on that. All right, so in terms of so that's the travel. So let's go into the events now. Brad was there earlier than us. So Brad ended up when you go into Wind Down, right?
Yeah, Hadley and I
So how was that? Oh, Hadley was there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got in a day after Brad.
With the same clothes he come down with, or he had clothes? He get his bag.
No, I got all my stuff, Like I said, the staff helped me out, but I had to pay an extra overweight for no reason.
I do pay over with my friend issue too.
Wind Down was good, man. A little change of venue this year.
Where it was?
It was in Gardens.
Okay. Last year it was in Alias Forces.
Yeah, UE grounds over there.
Yeah, it was same place
UE. Yeah.
I think changed
Prime of last year.
Given a little bit more people this year, would have been kind of tight in the 11 year. But a good event overall, man. Cash bar, which was a bit another change compared to previous years. Sometimes you get to the event and you have to buy the ticket there and then go somewhere to get the
drink. Back over there. Yeah.
Yeah, some in favor of it, some do like it. Personally, I prefer the cash bar. I don't know how it looks on the end of the organizers, but I go to places sometimes. I buy 5 tickets and I end up not using 4 of them.
Yeah,
which is good for the organizers, not so much for me, but
not so much for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel my issue with Wind Down was the cash bar was good, but I feel like they need to organize the bars in a sense where you have 2 people just dedicated to one side of the bar, and then you have another 2 dedicated to one. The fact that the bartenders not really stationed in one area, they all over the place, and then you might have for like 15-20 minutes you stand up on one side of the bar and you're screaming and nobody helping you but everybody else on the other side of the bar. And I got drinks, but I feel like the way it was set up, it could have been much more seamless. But the entertainment was good. The access to the bathrooms was good. It was easy to get parking in Gardens. So I think the event apparently started on time, ended on time, and I feel like I think I get my money's worth for Wind Down.
Okay. And then so me and Raji wasn't there for that. The next big event it had was the went down was what day?
Why not on
When that was
Sunday?
Sunday.
The Sunday. So the next big event was pretty much Carnival Group. Well,
Bouyon Day in Roseau.
Yeah.
in Tong, yeah.
Your day.
Bouyon Day in Tong.
So you're talking
I-
about Calypso then. Monday was Piper Step.
Yeah, I'm on that
Calypso
type of
Street.
but it rains, we cannot tie up the event
Yeah.
a little bit. But Bouyon Day
So
was good too.
Bouyon Day last year. I think I experienced Bouyon Day last year. That was cool. It looked like it was a nice vibes. You know, all the bands were there, all the artists,
Yeah.
you know, were there
Just-
perform.
It gets a little tight in that road there, but those who like it, those who don't. Personally, I prefer a little more space, but
Yeah. But I mean, maybe as you know, this is maybe about the third year they're doing it. Second or third year they're doing it. Third year, I think. So
maybe the second year in the street.
in the road,
Second
yeah.
second year in that location. They've had it on the
Yeah.
Mao bus stop
Forecourt.
area a few times. They've had it in the forecourt as a formal show where you want to pay to get in a few times. So I think they're trying to see what is the best thing for Bouyon Day. I like the street jam. I like the street jam a lot, but as Brad said, it cannot tight. And they're only gonna get bigger, so I don't know how they're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
All they have to maybe move the venue, you know.
Maybe. If they're gonna keep it on the street, maybe Bayfront is the next logical location.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, Bayfront might be the next place for that.
So then after that, though, it was Carnival Gopal. I didn't go. Any of you guys went to Carnival Gopal?
No,
No.
I didn't make it.
You were
Didn't make it to that event.
I did not.
What was that regular on the boardwalk?
Yeah,
was on the
we went to
boardwalk.
Reggae on the boardwalk.
I did go to reggae on the boardwalk
Yeah,
at night.
I might have been. I enjoy myself in Reggae. If I don't enjoy myself nowhere else,
Oh yeah, you enjoy yourself for
I enjoy
sure.
myself Reggae on the boardwalk.
You know, they were other little, like, not little, but like fringe events going on those nights. As I think I remember exactly Carnival Departure Lounge,
Carnival Departure Lounge, yeah.
all that things like that. But
I heard it was good though.
yeah.
I heard
And
it was
then-
good.
And I don't want to jump over. You know, Wednesday is what night that was? No, that was the first day before Carnival. But what day was roll call?
Roll
Was
call
not-
was Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. A certain partner, I made the man by the lot, the man bully, the man just talking, the man running all around,
Oh.
screaming.
No roll call. Although I've done Fantasy Tribe before, it was my first roll call. You know, a lot of people were a little antsy about the formal wear and whatnot, you know, especially when it was announced. So I think they can maybe announce it a little earlier, but you know, a lot of people still made it with their formal wear. I was in my jacket and tie and thing. But it was a nice event, very classy, you know, and then it turned into our, as Dominicans do, our regular jam session, you know, and
I see some videos of Shelly have a mop or a mic stand or whatever he had in his hand, or a chair, whatever it
no,
was.
that was a thing, you know, them thing they have in the bank to the line.
Or the
Yeah, I grabbed that and bring that on the stage and Mr. Take that. But
Yeah.
it was a very nice event, and you could have bring a +1. My +1 don't show up, but
your plus
Yeah.
one show.
yeah, I put the person name on list and thing, and Mr. don't show up. Well, yeah, no valid excuse, man. So he's forgiven. He can come next year.
All right. Maybe he can just buy his own thing.
Well,
But-
who knows?
And join Fantasy Tribe.
Yeah, join Fantasy Tribe. Well, all right. So that was it up to the Thursday. So Friday now was Sunrise. Right? One of the big events for well, I guess organized by the festivals. committee. So, what was your synopsis on Sunrise?
Man,
Hmm.
it was Sunrise. I appreciated so I did the VIP, and I liked the additional space. Although I only noticed the additional space at the end of the night, but I still think when it comes to bar and drink setup, especially in a VIP, they need to do a little better there because I mean we had a situation where one of the bartenders lost our cup, and then once the cup lose, that's it because we didn't even have more cups there.
No more cup.
Everybody watching you
They
like,
lost your cup. What do you mean they lost your cup?
well, you give the cup to the server to get a drink, and then I guess they end up giving it to somebody else, and then they were like, "Oh, I don't have a cup." And I was like, "Yeah." I mean, I not coming there and lie about a cup, and it's like you feel like they almost make you feel guilty, like, "Oh well, it's you that forget yourself or whatever." So it just feels a little tough to like be in a VIP. To be in VIP, like it's supposed to be all inclusive, and you still feel like you're begging for a drink, and you have to deal with some of the small stuff. I wasn't personally a fan of the ticket food setup. I preferred, again, that is my opinion. I preferred, when they have food sharing out. But even on the issue of, well, I'll talk more about food when we go talk about other events. But yeah, for me, Sunrise it was okay, but I feel like it becoming an event that it might not be a must do for me for future carnivals.
Okay. Personally, I enjoyed this Sunrise than I maybe have enjoyed any Sunrise apart from the first one they had. The first one to me was really good.
Yeah.
This one, personally, last year the setup I wasn't really a fan. This year I kind of prefer the setup. The only thing I feel is like, kind of like they had the area that you walk in on the VIP, and then you could kind of walk through and go to the other side. They have to find a way to kind of spread out the crowd a little bit more, like because majority of the people didn't know that there was kind of like another area, and when you went to the other area, it was practically empty. So
Yeah, and I think
I think
that's
that's something that they
because
have to work on.
I think that's because the entrance to the VIP was on that left side. And I think a lot of the people came into the Sunrise VIP with the mindset of Carol Festival was pretty much almost the same thing. The access to the VIP was on the left side. You could go in front of the stage, but we didn't have access to the other side because the other side was another VIP bar. And I think a lot of people didn't know that they could just walk all the way across. And even when you walk to the back of the stadium, the outside to go to the other side, the only way we got in was one of the guys cracked the fence. So there was no way to get into the VIP on that side. And I think it's just a matter of an announcement and creating
They can just
that
put some
convenience.
signs. They can just put
Yeah,
some signs
or put
for
a sign up or something like that.
VIP
because-
entrances, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I just not a fan of that Sunrise VIP setup. I feel like no matter how they set it up, we still getting shoehorned into a little space, and then like you pay an extra money to get into VIP, and your drinks unlimited, but you still have to go by the bar and shout for drinks. You'll be shouting in the bar, and you know what I mean. Like it does not feel like a premium experience, and then that food business. You have free tickets. One of them tickets is for good water. You come in there multiple times, or we don't serve it yet. So how do you know what time they serve in good water? Then you get there, it's finished. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not a fan of it.
I mean, I feel if you're paying for sort of like a premium experience, then you have to feel like that, to some extent. There obviously might be things that might be issues. I personally didn't have any issues. I like the touch of like when you walked in, they had a guy give like coconut water and stuff like that. Like that was nice. And I didn't struggle to get drinks, but I guess it all depends. But in general, I think the events I've gone to Dominica where we have not struggled to get drinks. Where the bars are big enough and they have enough people in the bar. That is just something that is a recurring problem in every event, almost every event, I would say. But you have to go get a drink. It's like you only have like 2 or 3 people in the bar and you have hundreds of people trying to get drinks. So obviously the people feel overwhelmed. They tend to respond to only the people that they know. You know, if not, you find yourself yelling at them, yelling at them, yelling at them. After a while, it's like you get frustrated, you walk away and you pay for it all inclusive and you maybe have 2 drinks or something in there for the whole night. So it's just something that, you know, that they can work on, I think. But the food situation, I was not fan of. I mean, I think the ticket for the good water or whatever still in my pants. I don't think I ever. I just get frustrated because I was checking and going back there and beg for good water.
I got some food in the morning before I left. That's it. I got something in the morning before I left. Some sauce and yeah.
Yeah. Like,
all right.
I still have my ticket.
All right, so that was Friday night. That was sunrise. Then we go into Saturday. Big event for the day was pretty much Viva. And then Calypso that night. I don't know how many people went to Calypso, but I know Viva was chock with people. So far, that Kingsville Airport decision there is an
best decision.
Yes,
because,
But I feel like it started initially was because of the conditions in the Newton Savannah. But if all more people in the airport now, I don't think Newton Savannah would have been able to contain that anyway.
No. And even
ironically, they had Viva, a few years, and every year they rain when they had it in Newton. And now they have it in that place. That rain might not necessarily affect. No rain. the last 2 years.
No 7 p.m. cooler cut off. I think in Dominica we need to learn to come to things on time. The jam ending, if we were supposed to end at 11, we can't be coming there at 7 p.m.
Yeah, but does it end at 11?
Doesn't 11, doesn't. I think
What do you mean? What do you mean? I try to understand what you're saying there.
We have some comments. We have to put some comments. Even
okay.
7 p.m. cooler cut off.
Yeah, man, that's madness, man. It's a cooler.
So you're saying they shouldn't have no cooler cut off at all?
I'm saying we need to learn to respect time.
Right.
No, I don't.
You never agree, Rajiv. I think if you pay for cooler fed, you pay a ticket. If you come at 10:59, they have to let you in.
Yeah, if I have to come back my cooler at 8 o'clock, I don't see you. I don't understand the rationale behind the cutoff.
Yeah.
I pay my money
I mean,
that's a question I'd be willing to ask an organizer. I don't know, but what is the reason for the 7 p.m. cutoff? I try to understand that.
So you can buy their drinks instead.
Bro, nobody can tell you make a regulation that making you drink quota. That is, I don't know.
My boy, that what they tell the police. I think we just developing a cooler fed culture because some of the people coming to the cooler fed coming, like I feel like Dominicans need to really go into the cooler fed vibe. You and your friends, or you get a cooler, get all your drinks, switch everything to plastic bottle, and all of all you come. I don't think we have the cooler fed culture. I think it will eventually get there, but I don't think we have the cooler fed culture. And
for the prices that some people end up having to pay for the cooler fed, I think I will call it. You know what? No cut off. Because
you can't cut off.
If the cooler fed was $20 all wrong, then they can say they tightening up whatever. But for that tiered business that they have, I think I agree fully on that.
But you think people that genuinely like just like to go place late, but people that genuinely have something come up and they don't make it there by 7.
Yeah.
On time, yeah.
I'll give them a big up on the vendors though. The vendors at Viva.
Yeah.
Boy, go to water and fish water and listen, food to die for. Some heavy.
I really like the setup. I really like, you walk in, you want to kind of chill, you can go to the right side, get your food. There's space, you know what I'm saying? You can go in a kind of a corner. If you want to go in the back canal, go by the truck. You check. I like the vibes, man. I like it.
Even entry was nice. They had it broken down into male, female cooler, although the cooler line was empty. So I think that also kind of fast track getting in a bit because fellas know they're there, ladies know they're over there, and we're just moving through.
To be honest, that event right now have so much people. It would be good to get there early and get your location, put your cooler down and everything. It would be advisable to be in there before 7.
Another thing I find to like with events, I think we at the point in Dominica now where events need to have multiple entrances, East Gate or West Gate or whatnot. We have so many people attending some of these events now. It just messy having so many people coming for one gate. Like I feel like as though with the amount of people coming in, some way, somehow we have to be able to manage multiple entrances. So all of the load is not on one place.
Yeah.
But I mean, they did very well. Like they have the option of doing that for sure.
Maybe I get going through the airport. You mean?
Yeah, I mean, but I think they had an entrance for the VIP. If you was in VIP, if you had like a VIP or like a cabana,
I think that's through the airport.
You could have passed through the airport itself.
Yeah. But I think they did well because a friend of mine was working at the ticket counter, and she said they had around 300 physical tickets at the beginning of the event, and they sold almost all of them at the event. And those were like the top price tickets. So all in all, I think they did well.
I seen a kind of a mixed bag in the comments in terms of how people kind of rating Viva. I seen some people saying it's trash. Some people saying it's 10 out of 10. So
I feel like Viva is one of those events that you enjoy more in a group.
Yeah.
And your experience kind of determined by the vibe of the people you're with.
Yeah, true. I agree. Viva,
it was okay.
If I go into Viva and I don't have nobody around, I have to look for a crew for me to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't Viva thing, you go by yourself.
When you're buying a drink, because where you plant is there you have to stay.
Yeah, that's the whole idea of a cooler fed. You get your drinks and you get your spot.
The spot we had was the perfect spot, and if I can go there every year,
yeah. Trust me.
I don't know. I wasn't too much a fan. Right behind that.
Right, too close to the wall. Nah, man.
Yeah, I went to that Viva. We were Estelle. We didn't see you there. We were at that Viva, the first one there in Miami.
We walk about 5 miles.
Boy, let me tell you something, bro. After I finished, I sweat more than any game I ever played in my life. That night there. What?
Yeah. But a lot of people complaining about the tiered tickets, man. I feel
Boy,
I feel like
that person wouldn't see well.
Boy, that's crazy. I mean, for an event that you expected me to obviously walk with my own drinks and whatnot, and then it goes. I can understand early bird $20, fine. So I feel like you should have your early bird set at a certain price, and then you have an average. Okay, maybe the event should cost around $45. So later on, you can maybe sell a ticket maybe $50 or $60, but for a ticket to be $70, $80. But because USA at that, we're not talking Eastern Caribbean dollars, we're talking US currency. And so we have to times that by almost free for the people, for the locals who buy in late. The more they don't reach yet, and I think it's a little tough.
You might say it's selling anyway.
But
of course, it's selling. That's true.
Just going back to Sunrise, Sunrise is a big event. As we say, a lot of foreigners come into the carnival now, and Dominicans themselves bringing down foreigners with them. If I bring somebody down to Dominica and tell them, Sunrise is a good event, I don't want the person, or the person should not have to be stuck in the FC page to see when this tier drop in and that tier drop. The tickets should just be available.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you work there, somebody tell them WhatsApp, tickets live, by the time you check a minute later it finished, and you don't know when the next batch drop in. You have to be monitoring. To get this why it shouldn't be that complicated. You know what I mean?
I think Viva is the only event like that, man. So you have to pull over on the road if you're driving. You
Yeah,
I
know,
think
tier two,
and
similar,
to
right?
keep
Sunrise and Viva kind of
tier two
similar with how they.
available now. Then you don't know
Yeah.
if you think it's sold out or if you're having technical issues.
yeah.
Then people comment after
All
people
right.
comment on DFC page, and say it's just too much money. Just put them tickets for sale.
Yeah. Well, we talk on Viva and Sunrise a lot. There. Let's move on. So that was Saturday. Then Sunday was Opulence, which is always, to me, the best event for Carnival. Opulence. And then after that they had Sauce and Punch. So why is it with Opulence?
Nick,
Opulence is a top tier event. I wouldn't say the best event for Carnival.
Well, my best event for Carnival.
I enjoyed Opulence, but I don't know. Hot take. Last year, I got to Opulence not on time, and I feel like I didn't get the full experience. I say, okay, this year when I try to get
You,
on
you
time,
said you was helping them bringing this stuff.
the situation was still a little. For me, I don't think at such an event, if food inclusive, that's not the time we have to be asking people, do you want bakes? Do you want this? Do you want that? Have them little thing in packages, have them soup in little cup or whatnot. So as soon as people start coming through the gate, food ready to roll, and you just handing out.
Well, the thing is, people want to see the food cold, my brother.
Well, timing at people. We have warmers, we have everything over there. We have
Yeah.
technology to have stage and lights and all kind of a thing. Surely,
Them another roast pig, roast pig.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is like, at the time, now is not the time because that's how you end up running out of food. If you have 100 people at the event, then you have at least 100 little boxes of butter or at least 100 soup, and you make like 100 extra for when people come for seconds or whatnot. But this business of lining up, boy, I don't know. I feel
Well,
like
this is the first year I saw that. I mean, last year to me they had food and stuff, and I didn't see the kind of lines I saw this year in terms of food. So I don't know.
At some point last year, there were long lines.
There were lines. Well, I didn't really see that, but I mean,
yeah, long lines and wait. And I see Kim make a comment about the venue. You need to change because all her foot was dirty.
I like the venue, but I mean, if the plan is to sell more tickets, then I think we reach capacity because
Yeah, the place was
venue in a way where a lot of people towards the back end of the place, and then the stage not really central. So, and this year definitely had more people than last year. As far as the food, I mean, it has certain things I'm willing to line up for, and other things I know like. If I want 2 hot bakes to pass in my mouth, I don't need to stand up on a line for half an hour.
Yeah.
And even before you get to the line, to cut through the crowd itself to get to the food all the way in the back there, to me was like a journey for me. A certain time I say, hell with that, and I'm going back there. I just chill. I feel like there can be a dedicated walkway, man, access to the food area, man. It cannot be because it's one thing to walk through the crowd with your hands swinging. When you get your food, to come back in your area and you have to try to maneuver between these people with your food in your hand if you want to go back to your spot.
Yeah, I almost use a smoke sauce. We're on the way back to our
table. You see?
Speaking of tables, I mean, I know we have the war in Ukraine and everything, but
Papa.
Suddenly you have a table and you're still paying for ice. I don't know what was going on.
And then ice run out actually.
And when the ice was
happened there,
in the bucket, no, they're not full. They wasn't full in the bucket. It rubbed me the wrong way.
Well, they can't full the bucket because they operate in a limited amount and look, it even finish, even without fulling the bucket.
But ice is always a problem, bro. Ice is always a problem.
But you know what, I feel like the ice melting fast in that wooden cup. I don't know what it is about
ice,
the wooden cup.
Ice is always a problem, bro. But the one comment I make about tables there is if you want table, spend your money, okay? You can't live cheap and smell sweet, okay? Some people like come to these events there. That's all I'll say about the tables business. All right. So yeah. But anyway, let's move on. So Opulence, and then I don't know, none of you guys went to Sauce and Punch.
We missed one event, band practice.
We didn't go to Southern Punch.
Oh, band practice was when?
We didn't go to Picnic.
Remember, it was after Viva, and surprisingly, you would think people would be too tired after Viva to go there.
Tired? But
Boy,
We
over.
missed one event actually. There was also brunch on Saturday that we didn't attend.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
There was also prime breakfast on Friday morning.
Yes. Prime breakfast I heard was a good event. A lot of people went there and they enjoyed it. I heard.
There was drift before sunrise.
There was drift as well on Friday afternoon.
But hold on, weren't you all supposed to go to Drift?
We did.
We did.
Brad didn't. Oh, y'all went. Okay,
And we were well
but
fed at drift.
that's good.
I tell you what, at drift, I did drink all of, but I ate even more.
Yeah.
It was available. Trust me.
They look somebody, saying prime 20 out of 10. Somebody say next year skip Viva and go band practice.
Well, the good thing is with Dominica Carnival now you have options. You can never say you have nothing to do.
But bro, you can't possibly go to all of events. Impossible.
Where you
Impossible.
like, get in where you fit in, you know.
But look, Brad says Southern Punch. The matches are scrubbed. Remember those Southern Punch? But for you,
No, but apparently, Thousand Punch had a very good crowd. You know, when we
bro, a lot of people go into that, bro.
Yeah,
A lot of people go into that.
year. And like we said, I
also
mean,
went to Picnic.
you see.
Yeah.
So
what we said at the beginning of the show was right. Like, gone are the days where when you see a band pass brace, the next band half empty. So that transfer into the other events too, especially the day before Carnival Sunday. Everybody basically on island. So you're going to get a decent crowd. Not everybody want to drive all the way down Maho, Layo side. So just take it in town.
and Opulence selling out so early is like,
To be honest,
Right.
I like the fact that all the events are not in Roseau, personally.
On Sunday, yeah. No, that's a good thing though.
Everything can be in and around Roseau, man. You know, and I don't feel like Layo too far or like Mao too far, personally.
Also, Sunday another event, you know.
Would I rather be closer to where I am? Yes.
does that call you opening?
Yeah, I'd rather call you opening on Sunday. Big up,
Yeah, we don't talk about Mao.
big up, call your boys.
Go up on the HP. All right,
Boy,
so
opening,
let's move on. Let's move on. Because time going fast, and if we go in there, we'll be there till midnight. So, all right, so let's go into now Sunday night. So Juve now, boom. Juve. So the two big events for Juve was what? Illumination and
more powder.
more powder.
Yeah.
So hardly it was Illumination. I had Illumination ticket, but I still sleep. And Braden and Rajivoli was at more powder. So
50-50. So you see, Talk De Ting, we support everybody.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
We are wrong, you know. So what was the word on Illumination Hadley?
Boy, illumination was good, but with the paint all over the forecourt, you have to be careful walking. Right? That's the thing for me. The paint getting
Slippery.
crazy, man. Yeah, a bit slippery.
But bro,
You know,
let me ask you a question. I really asking the question honestly. The pen doesn't stick to people close.
Yeah, it will. But I mean, you don't come in there if you're nice clothes, you know.
No, what I'm saying is like I see people go on more powder and like I can see they was in powder. You know,
Yeah. No. So
you check. I just
yeah,
wondering.
I don't know, but there was a lot of paint all over. People seem to enjoy themselves. Food access to food was to me much better than my last experiences with Illumination. You know, always on time. You know, trying to get on the road, leaving the park early so we can hit the road at 7 when we're supposed to. You know, and the band keep getting bigger and bigger. You know, this year biggest Juve band for the year. So my experience with Illumination was very nice. yeah, I must say, my
All
best
right. So
nomination so
how's it
far.
with more powder now, fellas?
Vibes, crazy
Boy.
vibes. Let me tell you now. I mean, them Juve Fed in general, I feel like, especially if you go into events on Sunday, if you don't have a lot of stamina, you have to get some sleep somewhere in between there because for from powder and nomination is straight into Juve.
Yeah.
I was almost a casualty.
It's a young man's sport.
It
That's
did.
all stamina. I get to powder, the vibe was just crazy.
You have to have this stamina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know for elimination. I think at some point they eliminate VIP and it is just. But powder had VIP and VVIP. You have a little
Boy.
limited platform that you can stand
Bro,
up.
stupid boy.
You going up get that called more powder. I just gonna go powder with
Yeah.
What?
One thing I would say for the carnival season there, especially them Juve and thing there, if you're not a fan of Bouyon, I don't know what to tell you because at Bouyon on the lineup,
Trust me.
we had a lot of Bouyon. We had Vaughan from Grenada.
Yeah, I saw Mr. mashing it up.
He represent. I mean, that's about the time I entered more powder. So
And to Rajiv point about the food, more powder had VIP and VIP where food was available, but it was packaged.
Mm.
It was sandwich and wings and whatever in like a package, so you just grab and go because even they don't have time to line up and be choosing what you want and you just eat and drink and go,
Okay.
Yeah, it was mad. It was mad.
But then after more powder now, was it a ban like straight away on the road or?
yes.
Well, when it ended, it wasn't I don't think it was exactly time for the electronic bands to start. So we followed the truck to the route, and then they get to the route and the time. Then Triple K started, and we had the rope as well.
And I when I got to Tong, signal was kind of by Burton there, so that's kind of where they started, right? Around that
Yeah,
area.
most because they come down the
By the stadium there.
by the
Stadium.
stadium there in front of the financial center. That's normally
Yeah.
the route to come. So they get onto the Carnival Road right by Blast, the former Subway building there.
Okay.
So that's normally where they start.
I'll say one more thing on Paul. I mean, I feel the event at capacity, the venue at capacity. If it's going to get bigger next year, I don't think. If they're going to sell more tickets next year, I don't think that venue
I
can.
think at least a good portion of the crowd actually just hangs out on the street.
Yeah.
In between like performances and whatnot. So I think next year they're going to be selling more tickets. They definitely have to find some more space.
Because and then the other thing is the event drinks inclusive, so the bar gets kind of crazy, the regular bar. So it's like, they may have to open some logistics there. I don't know if they have any capacity to expand that venue, but if they're going
These two things, sell less tickets or find a bigger venue.
Yeah,
sell less tickets and you taking a risk of not looking too good on the road when it's time to hit the road. So that's another. So I think the only option would be find another venue because I don't think you're gonna be able to sell less tickets moving forward. Like the carnival growing, I feel like as if
in venues in and around Roseau, if it have to transition straight into Juve, so
you can go Newtown Savannah, man. They can go Pottersville.
That's not that.
Pottersville.
I don't know. I feel like the vibe of powder from going from Esteban's parking lot to now the lot. I feel like the venue bringing a certain vibe, and an open Savannah will kind of take away from that.
Yeah, I really like the factory venue.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't know what the solution is.
Yeah, well, that's a consideration for us, the fans and the other organizers, but
yeah,
a good event.
All right. So Juve morning itself now on the road. What is the synopsis?
Well, I mean, I had a Juve for me was I tried to make it very restful, so I had a very dry Juve. I just take my time for the day.
I'm the
between after Viva and Juve, that's why I took my good rest. I was chipping, but Nothing too crazy. It was good. I bounced between the bands and, it was Juve. It was well attended. I feel like, again, that's where you kind of feel the amount of people in the place. But, yeah.
Me personally, the only, I don't want to call it a negative now, but what I want to see is one band saying she know the way to my home, and I'm to the other band saying you don't have to take the bus. I want to hear that on the road.
Well,
yeah.
Before given the volume of people in the band, you would have an instance where like one band heading towards Bayfront and the other one somewhere at the back. But right now, the volume of people in Roseau,
Yeah.
some bands will never be that close to each other.
Never be that close
So
anymore.
what I'm saying is I don't even want. Well, I guess I don't know why they do it, how they're doing it, but if Triple K there, I want signal behind them, or vice versa.
All right, even if they behind them, they wouldn't be that close for it to work that way.
He doesn't see that crowd of people between the music truck and the drinks truck. He doesn't see that.
Yeah, but
he gonna be very and what
at Triple K by all the way on the other side by Island Ice Cream. Not too far.
Yeah, bro.
But you see that in itself, that little recipe there is what that is to cause a lot of fights and a little problem, in bands, So I think the police doing a very good job deliberately spacing out the electronic bands during Carnival. And at the end of the day, like you can almost take your drone and go up and find every major street of the route have a little action. Back in the day, like you would have somebody on the Bayfront, somebody by Sims is there. And the two other streets empty.
Just picture the crowds you see on the Bayfront and in the other streets, the streets more narrow, so that crowd don't have to funnel into them streets there. Basically, right now one band going from almost from Bayfront all the way back up to where the truck tail,
Right. Say the biggest fan of Dominica Carnival, Jesse Wu.
Jesse Wu, shout out Jesse Wu, boy. Jesse Wu still digging up the.
Still digging up Dominica.
Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for
coming.
Thanks for enjoying yourself.
Yeah, man. She really enjoyed herself. From I saw her taking it in at sunrise, and she was trying to get the rhythm and whatnot. But I think when she eventually got it, that was it. Yeah.
But even Jesse already go to Vaval. I think I never go in my life.
I never go to Vaval.
So big up. Thanks for promoting our island. We really appreciate it. We are the gem of the Caribbean. Okay, nobody tell. And Bouyon didn't come from soca, so just remember that.
Yeah, they know that, man. Bouyon is not soca.
Yeah, but anyway, look, they giving you fire there, Rajiv. Once you have no restful Juve, stay at home next time. And look, bro, tell you facts, restful Juve.
What you see?
Rajiv, me and you, my brother, I take my rest already. I know there will be players. Like Brad says, a young man's game.
I cannot say much because I always encourage people to enjoy a carnival experience it the way you're comfortable. Don't feel forced to go an event at the start. Don't feel forced to go an event at all.
True.
Next thing, Rajiv try and play match with you and his picture on WhatsApp, boy, making ding dong in that drain.
2019, Rajiv, when I go powder, you end up sleeping on the wall Bayfront there, so
at that time I
have a partner after what event was that, my boy? Roll call. He tell his wife, baby, I seen 5 of you.
You hear people making comments like, oh, too many events. I mean,
you don't have to go to all.
You have to go to all. You have to go to
all of them.
But you can always, maybe different, and you can alternate. One year you go something, next day you do something else, But look, them, you say that just say we're getting old. Well, listen, it's a privilege to get old, I'm happy to get old.
Right now, every day you wake up is not out.
Yeah, boy. Let me tell you something now, I trying to get to at least a half century there.
Hadley tell me about the roll call. I say, Hadley, I'm going to my bed. Tell me about the roll call.
Not the so I tell you about. I tell you about coming
band practice.
Band practice. No, band practice not for the week, especially if you go to
Exactly.
Viva, you have to like it to end up band practice, because even band practice was exclusive to fantasy tribers. It was free to the public in the sense that you could come. It was exclusive, like food wise and thing, to members of the band. And majority of the people I saw there were not members of the band. You know, some people just like the daybreak. I think Dominica have the daybreak culture still. You know, if you're there already, why not just drive across and enjoy the vibes? But it's not for the week. Yeah, you have to be prepared for an event like band practice.
For me to make
Yeah, man.
daybreak, I have to get to the event about 2, 3 in the morning, 3, 4.
Yep. Yep.
I know
Yep.
the
I make they break sunrise for the first time.
And it need to not have an event right after.
Yeah, for real.
The first
I got to sunrise at 4 some
the
4:30.
first time I make day breaking sunrise was this year. Every other year, by the time sunrise, I'm in my bed. This year I went a little later, so yeah, I was there on the sunrise. So all right, let's keep it pushing a little bit. So that was Juve, and then you had the bands now,
Nights.
T-shirt bands.
T-shirt band. So you had Luminite and you had Mega Monday.
You had Clue Birds. You
Ah,
had
you had
Birds.
Clue Birds.
Crazy
You had
Mess.
Crazy Mess.
yeah.
We have our 40.
Man.
Well, I have to say, the Triple K Mega Monday shirt, I think was really nice. I like to see it a lot. I like to see it.
I didn't. Well, it was. We
I'm
didn't.
saying like in the crowd, like with everybody.
Yeah.
It
It
was
looked
much
nice.
more uniform this year, given that it was all the same color
Yeah.
styles. It looked good at a glance in a group. Yeah.
Lucien say Clue Bird had vibes. Really?
Yeah, man, Clue Bird had vibes.
I think one of the things I really like is that kind of we talking kind of similar to like with the events. You have something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people want their Triple K, some people want their Signal, you have Clue Birds, you have Crazy Mess. It's like all the bands are not the same. You know, every band have a little uniqueness in them. I like that.
A different speed too.
I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
one of the more amazing things about Dominica Carnival, if you are somebody, for me, I feel like for the most part, Dominica Carnival, when you play to join a band, you're more paying to support the band than anything else, because even if you're not in a band, that doesn't exclude you from either of the experiences.
Yep.
There were some people I knew who joined both bands, and
Yep.
even the people who maybe only join Signal or they only join Triple K, you could enjoy your Signal and your Triple K for your drinks or whatever, but there's still a point in the carnival where you can still enjoy the other band, and
Yep.
people will get angry or whatnot. Even the bands don't really tell people anything for
Yeah. Yep.
and everybody enjoy it. I mean, the pain people usually feel when the ropes drop and whatnot, but still everybody get to enjoy Dominica Carnival. You get the same Signal, the same Triple K that everybody else paid for, and I feel like it's a very novel, unique thing of Dominica Carnival.
That's something I hope that never changes, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. Speaking about
been to a few other carnivals and very restrictive. If you don't pay, you can't get access to certain areas.
nothing.
Yeah.
But speaking about the ropes drop, I have to give Signal props for them making it a point of duty to ensure that their patrons enjoy the jam until they're tired.
Right.
Like the ropes doesn't really drop. The ropes doesn't really drop like that
I
in a Signal road jam. Hold on, Brad. Even for Tuesday, obviously, costume band always turning into last lap and people coming for last lap. And one thing they did, they stopped the band on the bayfront and they said, all the fantasy tribals, we're going to drop the rope in the front, but we're going to maintain the rope in the back. So if you part of the band, come to the back of the truck, and we are asking everybody else who want to enjoy Signal his last lap, go to the front of the truck. And I think that was very good, because some people really, they come to town and some people just go home and change, but some people just want to stay in the band. You just want to stay in the band and enjoy yourself. And I think that's something that they did. I think they really looking after their patrons by always ensuring that the rope up and keeping people safe and stuff like that. So I have to give them props for maintaining the experience for the paying customers while at the same time embracing the people who maybe cannot afford this year. You understand?
Why
So
I
yeah.
was one of them people that used to always complain, ropes dropping too early, ropes dropping too early. But yesterday I realized that it's not even really ropes dropping too early. Boy, I went to them rope man and them man fighting for their life, you know, bro. 8 o'clock in Triple K, them rope man under a serious pressure. Them man
Pressure.
getting tossed left and right. I don't even think man can possibly keep them rope up at that point. It doesn't make sense.
Well, I was in Signal by Island Ice Cream, and the amount of people I say, but you're right. You have a point. You have a point. No rope man can divide that crowd.
Yeah, not to jump ahead, but I mean, on Tuesday, I feel like, you know, at some point I check in, but with that and Triple K not playing yet, I felt like they were playing a little late, but then I did also feel like they keep the rope up a good amount of time. By the time they drop it, I feel like I am satisfied taking off Triple K to say, okay, if I don't leave, I can leave. But them rope man,
Right.
props to them, man. I hope them man get a bonus because them man are fighting for their life in Triple K. 8 p.m.
I have a hot take for when it comes to drinks, both on Monday and Tuesday. Organizers, please stop wasting all your money and buy Red Label. Nobody drinks it. Always get left. Always be left. And
But
there's a reason why it always be left.
Give us the red cap and the BB strong on the road.
Just stop buying Red Label, please. Just leave it alone. I don't know. I think sometimes organizers think we bougie, but maybe I alone. But sometimes organizers think we bougie. People, there's a select few things I think generally the crowds in Dominica might probably be drinking. You have black, you have a gin for some people, you have BB, and then you probably have
people drink a lot of
actually
people drink a lot of El Dorado and them kind of thing. They're like rum, you know.
Well, I mean, I don't think those movies, but anything else,
I don't believe nobody looking for top shelf on the road, man.
I think the road event might have a little bit of a difference, but personally, I drink gin on the road and I never wanted for gin. Gin was always available, so I can't say much.
Oh yeah, for us with Fantasy, the drinks we had 2 drinks trucks, and for the first time on the road, I didn't have a problem getting the drinks. The drinks, even when you get, it was easy to get to the truck. Once you hit the sidewalk, you move down or you move up. And when you get there, there's so many people on the bar. So many people on the bars that it was like you could get your drink in less than no time.
I never shot for drink on the road now.
Never.
Even up until the point in Mega Monday where the drink truck was leaving the route, I was still getting beers and water on the truck.
Bro, them people, I have nothing to say about drinks, bro. Them people on the drinks truck, when you come with your cup, them people don't play games. They turn the bottle like that and drink. You tell
letting go the bottle.
Oh, you mad now, my brother. You can't say nothing. Yeah. But one thing though, I have to ask before we move on to Tuesday. I have a poll there I'm gonna put up there, and I want people to vote on it. But I'm going to ask all the fellas as well. I'm gonna put the poll up right now. Is that QR code there? This QR code. Scan this QR code and vote. Best song for the carnival.
Don't tell me what you up to.
Boy, you're mad. Boy.
I think that might be the best song after the carnival.
Say no active poll.
No.
The poll
not working?
the poll
What I did media? Hold on.
What kind of a fake news is spreading?
Hold on. Don't embarrass me. I embarrass myself there. Relax on yourself there.
I see a comment there that the drink shop should be at stationary location in town. I'm not sure how practical that is. Now, you be taking about 4.5 hours to make one wrong in Roseau.
Who's the mad person that said that there?
You have to leave the band to go and get a drink.
No, boy.
Leave the band and go independent so you can get a drink.
You get to it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a stationary bar in Dominica? That's a bad idea.
My brother, that do work in.
Oh, what the hell is that for me now, boy?
Technical.
Don't worry, man. Keep talking. I'll get to it. Don't worry.
Well,
Michael is your engineer, man.
But you see, why you come in? I'm not going to take people on people's show. Hello, the views expressed by Hadley are not the views of Talk the Ting.
Hurry up and
Right.
fix that, my brother.
I tell you what, it's a competition between Waraji. Tell me what you're up to. Everywhere.
Every Instagram post.
But that was the carnival, and
MJ and a couple, like some of it, the language a little bit too rated for this family friendly show, but something was happening. If you know,
Correct, yeah.
Triple K, she know the way to my home now, and there was talked about it from Capuchin to Kashaku. You know what I'm saying?
Kashaku.
Listen, we had high level discussions on Facebook and all kind of social media platforms.
It even translates into relationship dynamics, and if it's appropriate for a woman to have to take bus to go and meet man. And,
Yeah. Well, over here, I'm a boss, baby. You don't have to take the bus.
You don't have to
Send the ID.
I like a roots girl, man. Take the bus. So show me you're interested, you know.
Hey, the poll active now. The poll active. Go on that and vote there. Because I personally, my favorite song for a carnival there was that Gwada G track. Mad track on the road. Mad.
Yeah, it was definitely the one I the most in like neutral venues where it was not triplicating or signal thing. That Gwada G track I hear a lot. I think the Triple K had the most hype coming into the season.
Yeah.
But MJ as well. The MJ.
everywhere.
And
I personally like the little banter, you know. I like she'll do it to my home, but you know the other man signal saying you don't have to take the bus. Yeah, I don't mind that. You know, like a banter, nothing wrong with that.
I would say it's easy to come there and say it's easy for women to not come and say I don't take in bus, but in reality,
they don't do it self.
the
They don't do it.
Reality,
You know,
there's a reason why.
I say their body, but a lot of people, the bus,
In reality, there's a reason why this song exists.
right?
Yeah. But I mean, for me, it was the Gwada G song because people could play their song as much as they wanted for people to hear it. Signal could play their song as much as they wanted. Gwada G didn't have his truck.
Yeah.
And the DJs was ponging like everywhere you go. That song was just
Everywhere.
in your ear everywhere you go.
Vehicles passing in events.
Yeah.
On the road.
Even now you go on social media, all the people who post in there take me back videos is that audio that playing. So you have to give it to for me, Gwada G.
Yeah.
Up to.
Well, with that said, I mean we have a lot more to cover. We've been going for over an hour and we're not done. So I think we're gonna wrap it up for tonight.
We gotta go.
And
We'll
be back next week to continue the conversation. Please,
I think that's the best.
share the videos, share the video, you know, and you know we'll be back next week. Share it with your friends. You know, we'll continue the conversation next week because there's still a lot more to talk about. You know, in terms of economic impact of the carnival. We haven't even touched on the Bouyon soca conversation. We haven't talked about the Tuesday yet with the bands on the road and the costumes and all that. There's so much more to cover.
People still voting now. Who win the poll now?
What is that?
Bring Jesse next week, but we must have Jesse on speed dial.
Well, if I have Jesse on speed dial, Jesse, if you're watching, I would love you to come and talk the thing.
Somebody tap just so. Yeah.
So Jesse, if you're watching, matter of fact, we're gonna send you a message on Instagram and let's see what going on. And next week, Jesse who can come on with us and talk about her experience, you know, in Dominica.
What the poll saying?
The poll right now, not many people voted now, but I mean, based on what I've seen so far, Gwada G.
Landslide 18-3.
Gwada G. Some people vote for Bayfront, for Signal, MJ, get a few votes as well, and then Triple K.
Triple K number 2 for me.
Triple
I
K
see it
number 2.
over there. Yeah. I think that's correct.
Yeah, but part 2 next week. If all you we're gonna keep the poll open, right? Over the week. So just keep voting. And then send, if all you want Jesse to come and talk the thing, send her messages and tell her come and talk the thing next week.
Yeah.
About
And ladies, don't let our boss try to stop you from finding love, all right? Don't worry about people.
Also,
Take the boss.
next week we're all going to be on the same time. So
yeah. So next week we'll be on at 8 p.m. Not 9 p.m. Dominica time. 8 p.m. Dominica time. All right?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. Stay safe. And share the live. Love you guys. Later.
yes, sir.
Look out for the TikTok videos of this episode too.
Yes, I.